The third one, which we kind of touched on, is that your workout is just stale. I mean, if you do the same thing every time you work out over and over, eventually it stops working. All workouts, within reason, will produce some kind of result. All workouts eventually stop working. It's just a fact of exercise. Novelty is a factor. It is a factor when it comes to getting the body to respond and improve, whether it's physical performance or strength or stamina and, as a side effect, fat loss. So if you're doing the same thing over and over again and pushing yourself hard and doing it, but it's always exactly the same and you're not progressing, sometimes as little as changing the rep range. Like this happened to me as a kid. Like I remember distinctly doing this where my body just wasn't responding and I just changed rep ranges and then boom, I just saw phenomenal results. Or I changed an exercise or rest periods. I would go from long rest periods to short rest periods. Mm-hmm. Your body gets used to stuff. And so now I'm not saying change everything all the time, but if you're not getting any results and you look at your workout, you're like, oh yeah, I guess I've been doing the same workout and I work out hard and all that stuff, but it's been the same for like a year. It
doesn't even need to look that drastically different either.
Right.
Like, because there's so many variables you can slightly tweak based on what you're kind of bringing up in terms of like the tempo, the position, like you're holding squats at the bottom position and you're pausing with it now. And there's just like different types of angles you can play around with. And if you haven't done front squats versus back squats in a long time. And so if you just shift like some of these items within your workout list and provide a brand new stimulus to kind of bring in, your body's going to respond in a different way.
Well, if this speaks to you and you're listening right now to this episode and you're like, oh, this could be me. We did an episode about a year ago. I believe it was titled 9 Ways to Progressively Overload Your Body. And the typical way is to add weight. I think that's the default that everybody goes to, like, oh, I need to add more weight to the bar. And that is one of the 9 strategies, but there's far more strategies to the point that you both are making right now that you can manipulate within the same type of a workout.
Totally.
So we could be doing the same exercises, but manipulate all these other things that will actually result in new results to the body. So if you haven't listened to that episode, you're somebody who is trying to break a plateau and you feel like your routine is really similar. You don't know where to go on how to change that routine up. Listen to that episode. I think that's a great episode for that.